Haha, whoopsie doodles. Hello, I'm here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for coming in today. I had a bit of a whoopsie doodles with my AC. It was for some reason not kicking on the condenser. That might be a concern. Hopefully it doesn't screw things up. We have been having some crazy, crazy temperature over here recently, so yeah, fingers crossed that it's okay. Hold on, checking something real quick. I think we're okay. Anyways, welcome in. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. Welcome in, Rattel. I hope you're doing well. My goodness. Please hold while I fix some stuff real quick. I am completely scattered this week. I thought I was ready. Turns out I'm not. And yeah. I think it feels like we took weeks off. I'm gonna be honest. Like last week took so long. It was like a month that passed in one, or it feels like a month's worth of time in the last week. I don't even remember that we had a session last week. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Everything is always scuffed. A little bit of scuff should be expected. But thank you guys so very much. There's really not much to say this week. We are going to be getting back to a normal streaming schedule here shortly. I think we're going to be doing some streams this coming week. Just hanging out, probably playing some 7 Days to Die, just getting back into the swing of things. Summer has been a bit rough, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, expect more D&D stuff or gaming. I have not played any games, so I'm really itching to play something. 7 Days did have a new update, so I kind of want to mess around with that, see if there's anything that is, exciting. Yo, welcome in, Toro Noble. How are you today? Welcome. Again, oh man, I'm so sorry that I canceled that session the other day on you. I really didn't mean to do it. I did refund your points, but it is, I mean, we're moving into like the free realms of sessions. So if you ever can make them in, just make sure to check Discord for that. Welcome in, Nowler. You are not first, but I respect it. I respect the grind. I respect it. But I mean, that's it. That's really it. We're gonna actually start to stream again. Yeah, so let's go ahead and bug the players. Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How is everyone?
Well, despite the air around me being on fire, I am not on fire.
Oh, fair.
Passively neutral.
I feel it. I feel it. It's been very hot here too, so. You know.
No, I mean more about the smoke, but yeah.
It's still smoky.
It's ass.
Still?
Wait, you're burning food as well?
It's fine. It's just their province is on fire again.
Yeah.
Still.
And oh my goodness, thank you so very much, Hanny. 28 months, my goodness.
Hey.
But if there is nothing else, if there's nothing exciting that is going on with everybody aside from burning, I mean that's okay.
No,
That's
not
bad.
burning.
Not burning.
Speak
Are
for
you
yourself.
sure? Yeah,
Well.
are you sure? Some of us are.
Okay.
Yeah. But if anything, we can go ahead and jump into today's session. Unless anybody has any reason not to.
Well, it's funny you say
roll.
that.
Oh no! I shouldn't have said
Funny
anything.
you say that. I would like to settle this debate once and for all.
Uh-huh.
Are there more doors or wheels in the world?
Are there more doors than wheels?
Yeah.
There's more wheels.
Doors
than
or
doors.
wheels?
There's got to be more wheels, right?
I'm leaning towards wheels.
Yeah.
How are we defining wheels and doors?
Oh no.
Because it matters.
Yeah, it does matter, but I
Like,
think
for instance, is there, like, do doggy doors count? Do, like, windows count as a type of door? The garage doors count? for wheels? Like, is it anything circular that rolls?
Are we talking
I mean,
the software windows?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would say doggy doors, yes, but windows, no, because I mean they're windows.
Okay. Garage doors? I still think
Yeah,
there would be
it's a
more
door.
wheels, though.
I'm still thinking of yeah. Because I mean doors, you're talking structures, right? Like building architecture.
Yeah.
Whereas with wheels, it's like
What about car doors?
very wide.
Oh. Oh
I
shit.
mean, cars have doors. Does the trunk of does like a hatchback count as the door?
But cars also have wheels, so it's almost like negating that. Right? Four
True.
wheels for four
Well,
doors,
but that's
five
the
doors.
that's the point of like the hatchback trunk. It was a hatchback trunk
Yeah.
considered a door.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. I'll let you guys know at the end of the session.
Okay. Yes,
Thank you
please.
for that.
Honestly,
Please,
not
confirm.
a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Dude, I feel like AI is very close to being our AI overlords. Like we're pretty close. Having
Disagree.
actual conversations with it, that I've had more significant conversations with AI than I have with some people in the world, is kind of terrifying. So I don't know.
Does that say
I-
more about
I-
does that say more about the AI though, or the
Or
people?
the people? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh shit, I
Actually-
figured out my script.
I actually disagree with that. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little scary, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, with that out of the
Anyways.
way, are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
hope so.
Okay. Okie dokie. The sisters were finally in sight. It had been a hard-fought journey, but they were less than 24 hours till destination. There were still dozens injured from the invasion, but spirits were high. Many gathered on the viewing deck to see their new home. For many, this had been an impossible prospect, but they stood, looking out at the two planets. The last few weeks of their lives had been difficult. They experienced highs and lows throughout, but they had a purpose. The threats of the universe had shown itself, and they would stand in the way. They had new allies around them, be it reluctant or not. All had their roles set for them centuries ago. There were so many questions left unanswered, but they were determined. Noc Ferrum, Datus Mors, Medea, the Convergence. As you all walk around the ship, knowing that your destination is there, Katrina, you look out over the sisters. Where would everyone be? Start with Katrina. Obviously, you'd be on the bridge, but would anybody else be on the bridge alongside?
I think Vic would be there. Yeah, he'd just be watching out the front windows, I guess, and just like in anticipation for something else to go wrong, and so that he'll be there if it does.
Kind of looks over at you. This part might get a little bumpy.
Just slight glance over his shoulder and just gives you a nod, and like he just kind of moves a little closer. It's like the side of the bridge, but he's still stay on the bridge.
Okay. Nuke, where would you be? Nuke?
Sleepy.
Nuke?
Sleepy.
Oh shit, I was muted on there. I was not. What the fuck? My Discord muted. Nuke, where would you be? I was sitting here talking. What the fuck?
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
I'm like, we said our piece, and then we're like,
Just chilling.
Yeah, welcome. I do know how to stream, I promise. I swear I've been doing this for more than a few weeks. Nuke, where would you be?
If there's nothing that needs to be dealt with immediately, I would probably be in the what's it called? The viewing
The viewing
place.
deck?
I think that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Viewing deck.
Viewing place, it's fine. It works.
With I think less than 24 hours before
Mm-hmm. Yes.
our destination. I would imagine Nuke is getting quite anxious now. This is massive to him. I mean, it's massive for everyone, but for the last 13 years of his 23 years life, he's been dreaming of this. Finally making it off of Tenebrae Station. It became possible after overhearing the comms of Medea, Kaelin, Vic, thinking naively that he's going to get out of here real quick. A lot of stuff got in the way. It almost felt like the closer he got to leaving the station, the further away it got also. So it being imminent, I think he is very anxious, we'll say. Anxious of something getting in the way, something stopping us actually getting there. Or, I mean, what's it going to be like? Spending his whole life on the station, and from what he knows, from what he's read, from what he's heard stories from his dad, this is open world. This is, skies above, rivers flowing. He's never seen any of this, so yeah, he's somewhat holding his breath.
Okay. Kaelin, where would you be and what would you be doing?
I don't know where I ended up last session.
I believe you were still in the infirmary as you were attached to the machines to help clean your blood out.
Okay. Well, I mean, unless anything had changed, I'd probably still be there.
Okay. Would there be anything you would do come the morning time?
If I'm detached from the machine,
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple of designs that I have been working on. So if there's nothing to work on the ship, then I would be working on those that we've discussed.
Okay. Excellent. As time goes on, eventually, on the bridge, the door opens and Yarva joins you. As the ship powers down for a brief moment, everything starts to reset. Oh my god. We're you know what? This is actually canon, yeah. For some reason, there was a wave of energy that just flowed over the ship, causing multiple areas to shut down. You see all of the auxiliary lights coming on, the red glow, the hue that runs across through all of the halls. You hear commotion on the ship.
That was not me.
Vic just
Kaelin
turns
would-
around, puts his shoulder on I wasn't Medea, not Medea. Katrina's
The other Medea.
shoulder, and was like, "Get it fixed," and he'll go down the hallway to the crew quarters
Okay.
to try to keep everyone calm in there.
All right. You do
Galen's
see...
running to the engine room.
Okay.
Good.
No, go ahead. Go. Continue.
That's all I was gonna say.
Okay. Yarva
Nuke
is
is-
also on the deck. Go for it, Nuke.
Yeah, Nuke is straight for the for the comms up in the viewing deck. Katrina, Vic, what was that?
They are currently down as the power is not coming back on yet. But you
Oh,
are
no.
drifting.
I fucking knew this would happen. Fuck! I sprint. I'm sprinting towards the deck.
Okay.
Bridge. Sorry.
All right. As you get there, the lifts are not working.
Oh, great.
There is the maintenance ladders that are on the sides. There is a staircase that is next to it, beyond the walls.
Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm thinking if these clowns are back, if I even come across anybody who's smiling, I'm going to shoot them.
Anybody that's smiling got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Vic, do you smile?
But at least pointing my crossbow menacingly, at least.
Vic, before you turn around outside, heading to the crew quarters, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. All right. Wisdom. saving throw.
I know.
Normal or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Nice.
You stare out at the planets. Zeus,
Oh,
Valoria.
Yeah.
That same glow that you can see, the strands of red that run across the cosmos outside, just way like far out of the vantage points. It's faint, but it starts to get more and more vivid as you see these reddish tendrils that are reaching down to the planets themselves. In that moment, your vision goes dark.
So I guess to change slightly, Vic puts his hand on Katrina's shoulder as he's still kind of looking out the window, and he says, "Get it."
Vic?
Your eyes go dark, and once again, that energy, the flow of alpha pulls away.
Yep.
And you separate.
Oh shit.
Vic now stands there, motionless. Still upright.
Can I have an alpha token?
It's right there. It should be. Oh, wait, hold on.
Nope.
There you go.
Vicky, you're right there, bud.
As you turn and you watch as the form of Alpha pulls out
Oh
from the form.
Yeah. Oh god. That wasn't normal.
What happened?
Look around and see that Vic's just standing.
Yes.
Mhm.
A hand still on Katrina's shoulder.
I don't know. Why is it dark?
Power went out. We're trying to find a solution.
Does Alpha see the same thing Vic did?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
History, okay.
There is that faint. The only thing you can see is just this web of red lines that are kind of like creeping out. You close your eyes and you just don't. You get that memory,
Mm.
and you look out, but you don't see anything.
You see the little orbs blink, and I don't know. I don't know what happened. What did he say?
I think he was going to go do something, and then, well, you appeared.
Right. Why is it dark again?
Power went out. We don't know why.
Okay.
It shouldn't have gone out.
Think. What would Vic do? What would Vic do? He's like hunkers down slightly.
Maybe you
Okay.
should go help keep the others calm.
A slight nod. Sure. And he kind of like slinks out the door, and rather than opening this door, he just slinks under it
Okay.
and pops up the other side.
Never gonna get used to that.
He's like, "Okay, I think we need to stay calm. I don't know what's happening.
You do hear a few
But-
people. Are we getting attacked again? What is that?
I
Oh shit!
I don't think so. No one seemed that panicked out there. I'm here for you."
Nice.
That's what I'll have.
Fuck, that's good.
Oh boy. Kaylin, go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Oh my god. And there is genuine, like, a bit of panic as there are a couple people crowding around Alpha. You hear people like, no, he's with us. He's fine. And there's still a couple people that are like on edge slightly. You go through the checklists on in the engine room, and you reset the power. The lights now flick back on, though the engines still need time to rewind and just like warm up once again. You're still drifting, but the lights come back on. The power that runs the ship now active once again.
See,
Can
it's fine. Lights are back. Go ahead.
Can I determine what caused the power outage?
Go ahead and give me another intelligence check, please. Or just give... Yeah, just a straight intelligence check. Right now, you can't really ascertain give me one more check. Give me an Arcana check.
Is a better check.
Same.
And the exact same result.
Excellent. You felt something. And it almost, you know that moment, I don't know if you've ever come close to fainting, but those black dots that show in your vision right before that moment, it kind of hits you, but you snap back.
Interesting. Can I spend the next little bit investigating? You can go to other people, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for now, trying to figure out what the fuck was that.
Yeah, of course. Nuke, it takes you a moment, but eventually you do make your way. As you hit the bridge, the lights come back on.
You gotta hear from beyond the door, Alpha trying to like keep himself and the crew calm.
Yeah, there is a
Not
crowd
succeed.
in the crew quarters. Through the doors, you can hear like shouts.
The door is closed, right?
That one,
Door
yes.
is
In
closed.
the crew quarters.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just run past it straight into the bridge. I mean, I'm
Oh no.
running and jumping into that door if it's closed.
Yeah.
What's going on?
One's open. You do see as Vic is standing there motionless. The outside, the lights, the red lights that kind of make up his face and his chest now off and dim.
What is it? What is it? Quick! Are we being attacked?
No attack that I can tell, but something knocked out power. Don't know what yet.
We should check the engine room. Vic, quick, with me. And I like pull his hand.
I kind of go to re-steady Vic as he gets tipped over a bit. He's not there at the moment. He'll be back, I think.
What? Alpha's out.
Yeah, Alpha's out and about.
And I kind of giggle. And I'm going to the engine room. I'll be right back.
I kind of blink. What just happened?
For sure. You do walk into the engine room and you do see Kaylin just kind of going through the checklists, making sure, double checking. But you do walk in and you see Kaylin there, among a few other crew that are also checking engines as well.
What's the status? Everything okay? Is everything okay?
Just before we RP it, as a minute seeing, I should have pointed out, or I should have remembered that I had those. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have affected.
Only investigation checks, straight intelligence checks. It does not.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, you watch as Nuke enters in a little panicked into the engine room.
Well, the power's been reset, but the engine's going to take a minute to spin back up. Not quite sure the cause. I'm trying to figure that out now. It's rather confusing. I can feel something magical, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
But the engines are working. Like,
They
they're in
appear to
working
be.
order.
Yes, they'll be moving us Wait, how long? Do I know how long it takes for the engines to spin up?
The last time you had to do this, it was about 5 minutes before it like rebooted.
We've got about 5 minutes until we're moving again.
So we're not being attacked then. I mean, I just came from the other floor and I didn't see anything up there. I just came from the bridge. No clowns anywhere.
I wish I could tell you for certain, but this doesn't seem to be an attack of any kind. Might be worth checking the bridge to see what's going on up there. I haven't had any contact with them yet.
Yeah, I just came from there. I didn't really say much, to be honest. I should probably go back, see what they saw. I'll be honest. I need to go and change my underwear. I was looking out the window and oh fucking hell. I'll be right back. I need to get some underwear.
Okay, Colin is stunned for 1 round.
On my way, I decide that, you know what, it wasn't that bad, so I could probably get away with just going to the bridge beforehand.
Just a little bit.
He just waddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I made it past the cheek, so.
Yeah.
He's shuffling a little bit. It's
No,
fine.
yeah, give it time.
It went back in. It's fine.
Oh god.
It went back in.
Just a little crowding. Don't worry about it.
Kaylin's in the engine room. It seems okay. Engines are, wait, what do engines do? Rebooting?
Firing back up.
Everything's fine. I think he thinks.
Okay.
What was that? Like, did you see anything?
Nothing that I could have. Well, did I see that kind of like red wave-ish thing go over?
You did not.
Not a clue. Didn't see anything really. Just everything went down.
Whew. First I thought we were being attacked. Then I was thinking maybe, I don't know, like the barriers went up and we just went headlong into the Wait, are we dead in the not water? Are we like moving right now?
We are currently
You're drifting.
dead in the water.
You're drifting. Getting a ship in space to stop would require energy, and all of yours was cut off. So you're moving forward, just at however fast the mass decided to keep you at momentum.
We're at about the speed we were going when this all happened, though if we have to correct course, it might be challenging.
What was our last course? Were we heading directly for Zeals?
Yeah. I mean,
Wait,
yeah.
did that sound like a question?
No?
You're doing it again.
Oh, I look at the console.
And yeah, your trajectory is definitely in the line of Zeals, and you should. I mean, if you're following the same path, you will hit at direct course. I mean, aside from minor corrections, but you are on course.
Question, Sleepy.
Yes.
How soon before we need to do a major correction? Because coming into the ship. Onto the
Go ahead and roll an
planet.
intelligence check.
Oh,
With
frack.
with advantage because Yarva is here on deck as well, running through some of the diagnostics as well.
With advantage. I needed that.
That is good. As you were drawing closer, you had time, right? But correcting this amount of mass heading, especially when you're dealing with gravitational forces, especially when you start getting closer to large masses, you should be fine so long as it comes up within the next hour and making sure that you can get it. But it should be. Yarva does speak up. Well, everything that looking through systems, it seems as though nothing's down fully. There's no damage, so should be all right.
For the next hour or so.
Yeah, about that.
What?
Well, getting there is fine. But there's a bit of a problem. I've been trying to figure out how we were gonna do this for some time, and I cannot think of a better time to tell you than right at the very end.
Um.
I feel like it's
Okay.
now that Alpha leaves the crew quarters and goes back to the bridge to see if there's any updates.
And you do, as you walk into the bridge, you do see Yarva a bit flustered and stammering a bit. Yeah, so you know how this was like a last minute preparation and getting all the ship ready to go, and we had to take off pretty much immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a big difference between atmospheric type thrusters and space thrusters, and well, I didn't have enough time to refuel fully on the thrusters that it require to land
Fair.
safely.
Yarva, when were you gonna tell me this?
Mid sentence, I think Alpha doesn't reach another time to look back to the door he just left, pushes the button to close it again. Just so the crew didn't hear the last bit.
You do realize this means different procedures need to be taken, and preparation for that takes time.
Yeah, I was scrambling to figure. I mean, the only way that we could have possibly figured out anything would have been heading back to the ship. So, and I don't think heading back to Tenebrae Station was in the options. So I kind of weighed the pros and cons, and yeah, never came up with a solution. There, mind you, there is a bit of fuel. It was what we had, but the timing between crash landing and landing safely, well, the window of opportunity is real small.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that was a lot of words.
Alpha, hi. Good
Hi.
to see you again.
I wish you didn't. I don't think I'm supposed to be here, but I kind of just look at Vic. I don't think he was here either, so. So are we? You're saying that you don't know if we can actually land?
No. I think we can land, but safely is a completely different matter of the subject. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, so upon re-entry,
I think just there is fine. That's enough that I need to know.
all I'm saying is that in the first half, there's gonna be a bit of a free fall on re-entry, and well, we're gonna have to rely on actual piloting skills to get momentum down just enough so we can land without catastrophically failing. Yeah.
Right.
I need to start some preparations now.
Got this, right?
I don't answer.
He kind of like turns to Vic, still addressing Katrina. It's okay. You got this, right? And starts like poking at like Vic's chest area, like trying to figure out how does this thing turn back on almost.
Where's the reset button?
Exactly.
And Harlan turns. Yeah, and there's a bit of a problem as well.
Oh, more problem. Okay.
Yes. Well, for those that are familiar with Pernios, the whole area
What's a
is
Pernios?
it's
Oh, God.
one of the cities that
Oh,
that a lot of this takes place around. However, it's surrounded by a vast network of dunes, deserts, and uninhabitable places. And, well, if we're going to set down close to there, it might prove difficult to traverse.
Right.
wait, are we still talking about the ship? traversing it, or
Well, not
are
necessarily.
we assuming we're not going to die in a fiery ball?
Assuming we don't die, there's still the hopes that we can get across the desert with everyone here. There's a lot of people that are still injured, so it might prove a bit difficult.
I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'd rather die on Zeals than die on the space station, so while this isn't ideal, I mean, it could be worse.
I trust your capabilities. I'm sure you can make it through the desert, but with almost 100 people that are with us, it might be difficult. And there might be a bit of problems.
Well, why don't we just land on the edge of that area, close to a city? Instead of, like, in the middle of it. Just saying.
Yeah, so control on where we're gonna land. We can get in, like, as close as possible, but the chances, we gotta leave room for error, plus or minus. And if we go too close, then the chances of, careening directly into a city is highly likely.
We are not going into the city.
It's really 50-50. You can either end up in the desert or somewhere close or somewhere else. Katrina,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh, shit. Distracted.
Little distracted. The problem is, Pernios as well is, they're not too keen on refugees. It's a bit of a problem. It's been a conflict for quite a while now, and there are a definite difference in class there. I don't think they would take kindly to another 100 people. But it would put us in a better position to deal with whatever's going on down there.
Wait, what's the population of Pernium or whatever you call it?
Pernios?
Yeah.
Total, I remember the last census was dealt, I believe they're pushing, I think they're 1.3 million.
Wait, what? I mean, there's only 100 of us. They're not gonna notice.
If a ship from the stars crash, I'm sure someone's gonna be watching, and if we can keep everyone in the roughs around the city, then sure, but again, out of one fire into another. You underestimate the pettiness of the people that rule.
Right. So, what's the plan then? I mean, we just do our best, and I mean, if it's too far out, people are gonna die. So, I don't know.
I think you're.
This is what we're going with.
I think you're overestimating the amount of control we have right now for a descent.
Question:
Yes.
are we going straight for it and I don't know, reverse thrustering, trying to slow down our landing, or are we coming in at an angle?
It will have to be, I mean, obviously everything has to be at proper angles, but it's... slowing down will be the only thing that we can do. And it will be a bumpy ride, and he looks over at Katrina. kind of like expectantly, like hoping that you got this.
There is mild concern, panic, and yeah, it's fine. Everything's on fire.
Ooh,
Of course.
yeah.
Fuck.
Well, well, we're still a ways out, and corrections don't need to be happening now, but might I give a bit of my opinion? There might be a better place to drop everyone off. But it comes with its own challenges.
Go on.
Well, there are a few cities that are equipped to handle the amount of people here. So, Nezos would be one that we could get close to, though the problem with that is almost as certain as Pernios. It is surrounded by mountainous areas, and traversing there would be a bit difficult. Though I know for a fact that they would welcome with open arms. They're close, but my second suggestion would be Oxbron. And that is a ways away, but I can guarantee safety for the crew.
Why does that place ring a bell?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Shit, I was going through my notes. I wasn't prepared for this. History. Age. No, there we go.
Through, you kind of recall your memory from long ago, back when your father used to tell you stories. And he would tell you stories of a place that is centered around magic. A place where anyone could study and get higher learning. A place where a vast archive exists. Alpha, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Normal?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You have this like shock of energy kind of flow through your body when you hear Oxbron.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. And it's like painful in a way. It brings back bad memories. Or at least bad feelings.
Mm. I guess all that would be seen then is just the mark within Alpha begins to swirl faster again. It doesn't say anything about it necessarily at the moment.
Everyone that is on the bridge, go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay. Nuke and Katrina, you look at Alpha and there's this strained look to his form. He's tense. You can see as the objects that float around one another, the two orbs, that kind of swirl around, you can see as there is this faint red glow that comes from him. There's almost like this nervous system from those cores, those two that are circling one another. You can see these like red tendrils reaching just for a brief moment before they fade.
You okay, champ?
I was about to ask the same.
What was that?
He kind of just stops for a moment, still looking at Vic. This is just not Oxburn.
Okay.
Not Oxburn.
Well, then we won't go there.
Whoa. Why?
Yeah, I'd like to know why as well.
I don't know. It's just it doesn't sit right. I don't understand it either. But as soon as he mentioned it, it didn't sound somewhere I should be. Somewhere that didn't sound... I don't know.
Safe?
Yeah. Safe. Sure.
Katrina, go ahead and roll a history check. Actually, Nuke, also roll a history check, but with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Wow. Nuke, you were more in tune with the goings on Zeals, more so than you thought. And when you start to recall Oxbrun and its history, as well as Katrina, you both look over at Vic, or at least the form. A bit of the story that had been brought up. And there is a bit of that history that is recalled, the point where, because I believe Nuke, at least you were told something about the Ebengard in some way over the last few sessions. It was a while ago, but I remember it being brought up slightly.
It was brought up when Alpha lashed out.
Yeah.
And
Katrina was there as well. Yeah, so
Katrina
both
was
of you
also
would have
there.
heard. Yep.
Yeah.
And wasn't this with Harland as well? Didn't this come up kind of a different angle? On
In some way,
Oxburn as
yeah.
well?
Slightly,
And yes,
yeah.
you recall that Vic's history in the Ebengard is very much ingrained with the history of Oxbrun Pernios. Senia von Holzer.
This is quite strange. I know that you feel this way, or maybe not. Isn't like Vic from this place, or I don't know, something to do with this place, right? Wasn't this the place of his, I don't know, people?
Not necessarily. It's a bit murky. He's originally from Pernios, and, well, during the coup, Vic had been captured and was taken away centuries ago. And eventually, I guess for the most part, re-educated in what is actually going on from his purpose. He went from being a point of violence, oppression for people, And he kind of takes a moment. I believe that he was one of the few, the Ebon God, that basically defected from their original purpose.
So going back there would be putting him at risk. No?
Not necessarily. None of... He was pardoned from everything, I believe.
Oh shit! Let's go, Vic.
I guess at that, Alpha kind of, he's still like facing Vic, and he kind of just looks him up and down, like, well, why wouldn't he want to go back there?
I'm not sure.
Always comes back to him, doesn't it?
He does have his history.
So, so does this mean we are, or we're not going to Oxdale or whatever?
Oxburn.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know. And clearly, there's something there, or was. That it just left a bad feeling, I guess. Something happened there that he wasn't expecting. He didn't. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I think I'm gonna try to find Kalen. Maybe he knows what happened to Vic. Just wherever you go, coming with you. So he'll slowly leave, but leaving like for a bit too long. A little tendril stays on Vic before it detaches and follows him. But
Okay. As Alpha walks away, you're all left with his words. But eventually, we'll follow Alpha looking for Kalen. Would you have stayed in the engine room?
I would have until I figured out like what happened.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Looking through the systems, less on the monitors and more the mechanical side of things. You don't see any difference. There's no damage. The engines are now starting to spin up. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. You can't seem to find what caused it, but it is unmistakable. There was this moment that you were looking at the innards, the energy that kind of flows through the coils. Give me a perception check.
Better.
In that brief moment, that blue energy that kind of courses through the entirety of the ship, you're not sure, but again, that that blackened vision starts to strike once more, and you see that arc of red. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on.
Alpha,
Mm-hmm.
you walk in as one of the hatches from the engine room is open on like the cylinder. You see that Kalen is kind of like looking, and he gets closer. And as you get to the threshold of the door, you see his form just kick backwards and collapse.
Great. Oh god. I mean, I rush up to him. Is he like breathing? Is he conscious at all?
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Medicine.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Is there any reason why my ring of protection wouldn't give me a +1 on that roll?
Ring of protection. Did you reattune to it after it fell off of you?
Yes. I thought I did.
Because, when your hand fell off,
Yeah, it went with it.
yeah.
And I think I was
Anytime.
going to give it
Go ahead. Go
to
ahead.
Medea, but
Yeah.
I decided since she disappeared that I would make use of it. So
When you attempted to attune to it, parts of your form, the finger that you put it on, eventually would decay and fall off.
Oh. Okay.
Huh.
I will unequip that then, since I'm obviously not going to wear it.
For now. But you can see the rise and fall of his chest as you rush over. He does seem to be breathing.
Okay. Kaylin, you're all right. I look back at what he was working on. Like, what do I see inside the engine?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Sure. Oh, damn it.
You just see machines moving. You can hear the sounds, the hissing of these engines kind of whirring to life. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no. Oh, thank God.
Wow.
Wow. Jeez. That point, that energy kind of like arcs through you, and that once again, that red flash of tendrils.
Ooh.
You can see it, and for that brief moment, that pulse, you see as the constellations kind of like expand, filling the room for a brief moment. You hear as other people gasp in the room, like, what was that? What's going on? But it fades.
Alpha takes like just a brief moment to take in whatever he's seeing, and is gonna reach up and close the door that Kaylin had opened, and just I need to get him to the med bay, infirmary, whatever it's called here. I'll pick up. I hope I can pick up Kaylin. Anyways.
Yeah, easily done.
Yeah, I'll pick up Kaylin and I'll carry him out. Just taking one last look back at the door that I just closed and making sure there wasn't any more pulses coming through. But I'll carry him out to the infirmary. Is the lift working now?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the power has been kicking back on, engines are, you can hear them as they finalize their checks, like their internal checks.
Yeah.
But you do rush down to the infirmary carrying.
Can I just
Go ahead.
Can I just say Kaylin right now is like, I'm getting serious Jean Grey from X-Men Evolution vibes. Like, everything knocks him unconscious.
Yep. Yep.
Kaylin, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Hello.
Immune system is just kicking ass.
It's all that clean blood, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the whole week to do it. You are feeling this is the best you've felt in a long time, aside from the, fainting and the energy spikes, but you feel as though that your health is coming back, and you almost feel as though you might be 100% clear.
Wait, am I conscious now?
No. Oh no. No.
Oh, okay.
Before you went before you fell unconscious, you felt great.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But Alpha, you carry Kaylin into the infirmary. You do see Tanner standing there getting everything ready. You notice the very familiar individuals, but you also see somebody else in lab coat standing around as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm in a one-track mind at the moment, so I go right to Tanner, and like he needs help. He got knocked out by something, some kind of a pulse from the engine. He's breathing, I think, but he's not responding to anything.
Oh yeah, let me go ahead and check him out. I'll put him down. Do you see the other individual? I'll be able to help you out, yeah.
This is the one that I don't recognize?
Mm-hmm. You don't. You actually don't remember seeing this person.
Oh. I think I'll actually stand between her and Kaylin then, actually. And just like without turning his body around, the little form inside of him that's his face basically just spins around to the other side to look at her. Who are you?
She turns. I'm trying to think. Did you ever? You might have, yeah. Okay. My name is Brill. Brill Tavati.
Brill, but Targon's wife.
Yes.
I feel like did Alpha meet Brill? I thought he did. Maybe he didn't. No, he wouldn't have. No, it would have been Vic at that point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He knows of Brill, but
Yes.
Okay. So he. No, he don't. Wait, what do you? Fuck. God, the timeline is so weird.
It's hard to think because you have two characters. So
It is.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely Vic. Yeah.
It was Vic.
The
It
one
was
we went
definitely
to-
Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he succeeded then. You're alive.
Yes, I am. I don't believe we met.
No. I'm Alpha. I'm kind of part of Vic. Sort of. It's
Ah.
complicated.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry. And I'll kind of back up and let her through. Can you help him?
We'll see what we can do. And turns to Tanner. I'll make sure. We'll see what we can figure out here. If you want to stick around, you can. But
I don't think I'm much use on the bridge right now. I don't know if calming people is my forte at the moment. I think I'll stay here.
okay. and they spend their time trying to diagnose Kalen. And in that moment, we'll go ahead and return to the bridge. As everyone here, go ahead on the bridge, go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Yes.
Wait, that tracks.
Katrina, as you're setting up that same pulse of energy that you had once felt before, very similar to the energy that you had felt when Alpha and Vic became one once more, you felt that again.
What the? Harland, did you feel that?
Let's see if he did. Yes, what was that?
That's why I'm asking you. I don't know anything about that.
I've never felt anything like that before.
Wait a minute. What check would this be to determine if this is that barrier coming back?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Nope.
Can't tell. From your last check, you do recall that you felt this once before, though.
Oh?
Yeah, you do feel it's that same energy wave in that area, like the maintenance area where you had come in contact with the mother, the mutated rat that had blocked your way.
The last time I recall something like this was when we were dealing with that rat. Similar energy, but what could be triggering that here?
Nuke, go ahead and roll me a history check. When Katrina says energy, you can still kind of feel the residual, that pressure, almost that vibration. You recall seeing the vast star, that star map that kind of like expanded from Alpha. Katrina, you were distracted at the time and caught small glimpses of it. But the feeling is unmistakable.
Wait, so I did feel this magic thing?
You
Or
did
this-
feel.
this
You just
magic
couldn't put it together. It was like hazy. But then when Katrina had said something, you start to focus on it. Kind of jog that memory.
Wait, isn't this kind of like back when, when Vic and Alpha, I like interlocked my fingers, merged.
With a circle and a line.
Maybe?
Kind of.
I don't know.
I'm totally getting those vibes right now.
Wait a minute. Maybe... I think we need Alpha here. We need to find a way to get Alpha back. With... Kind of gesture to Vic. Maybe them being apart is... causing something.
I mean... I can go get him. I kind of gotta go and do something anyway, and I'll get him. I'll be right back. I walk backwards out the door, just so nobody can see the back of me. And I won't be long. I close the door.
I kind of turn to Harlan. He's probably getting new underpants.
Yeah, I was getting a little bit ripe in here.
Oh god.
I was wondering what was going on. It's a bit well,
It just kind of lingers.
it stung the nose. It just stayed there, right? Have you ever had
I
like
know about
when
this.
you washed a shirt or something and that smell, like the mildew smell, like no one else
Yeah,
can
it just-
smell it, but it just is there. It hits you every once in a while.
It just hangs in the air, but if you think about it, it's there. But if you don't think about it, you don't really notice it right away.
Yeah. Hopefully he cleans himself up.
I'm gonna waddle on down to the engine room, because I believe Vic or Alpha had said that he was going to Kalen, right? And I know Kalen is in the engine room. So
Yeah, I was going to find Kaelin. That's the last thing that you heard.
And you make your way in, and you do see a couple people just like talking amongst themselves. Go ahead and roll perception. Through listening in the idle conversation, a couple people are sitting around the console. You do hear one. Yeah, it was like a star map or something that came out of it. And it vanished quickly. Did you see it?
what are you guys talking about?
Your-
What star map?
Oh yeah, your friend. He was I don't know, he came in here and he looked at Kalen, he was fainted, and I don't know, he went to go pick him up and he looked inside the engine, and then just like some energy flew out, and well, I don't know, there was stars for a bit. It was strange.
Wait,
There's
which one? The stars came out of.
the gooey one, the one you could see through. Looked like an ooze or something.
Huh.
Do-
Where
does he do
where
that?
are they?
Oh, he's there. He took him to the infirmary.
Right. Carry on.
No, does he do? Never mind.
I walk out in reverse.
Okay. Kaylin, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. For a brief moment, the darkness turns to a very familiar sky once more. You look up and you see as these figures hang in the sky, these orbs. You're once again finding yourself on that platform atop a mountain. Pillars all along the sides. Chains holding you in place. As your eyes open, you find yourself within the infirmary. As two individuals look at you. Tanner and a younger female.
What happened?
You fainted, and Alpha over here brought you in.
Little wave from the corner.
Galen nods at Alpha. Alpha, what happened? Why? It was in the engine room.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but you were looking at something. Like a red pulse came out of it. The sky went all weird. Yeah. But you fainted. So, I figured I should bring you here.
Would I remember? Would I like recognize like that it was something arcane, even though I couldn't tell what exactly it was?
Oh yeah, you can. You still have that feeling is still kind of droning.
Whatever was affecting the engine was arcane somehow. I don't know. I don't know why I feel that.
I don't know either. I'm not exactly the most arcane myself. Well, I mean, not that I know of, anyways. God damn it! The irony in that. Anyways, I mean, I was coming to find you though, because, I mean, I don't know why, but Vic is just standing in the bridge. I don't think I'm out by choice this time. It's a little weird.
Caleb looks a little concerned.
It
Take
seems
me
like
there.
once.
I'll take a look.
Oh, okay.
At that time, that nuke, you round the corner and you look as this plays out.
Right. Quick question: would I have
Mhm.
passed a toilet?
Yes, yeah, you would have. Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Very
Well,
important question.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, of course.
I definitely went in there because these noxious fumes are like, it's just getting ridiculous at this stage. However, when I get in there, I notice that obviously my underwear is beyond like turning it inside out is not going to work this time. However, I've got a slight problem as well. I forgot to pack for this trip, so
Oh my god.
yeah, I'm
Literally.
just like straight up butt cheeks to leather pants right now. Oh, here you guys are.
I think I have a title for this episode.
When shit hits the fan?
Oh no.
No, TMI.
I'm kind of just slowly helping Kaylin out of the bed and whatnot. And I look up at Nuke. I don't know. Oh wait, no, what was I gonna say before that? Hold on. Oh, lost it. Right. All right. I'll bring you there. It does seem like as soon as lights went out is when I emerged from Vic. I just kind of look up at Nuke and like, what are you doing here?
I've actually come for you. We should probably go back to the bridge relatively quickly.
All right.
Some information has come to light. Probably
you find
best
it?
to just
Did we
say,
find out what's causing this?
no. But just come to the bridge. It's easier to say this once than fucking 5 or 6 different conversations.
All right.
As
okay,
as
Caleb?
I'm getting
But
as I'm getting up, I would ask. Is it Tanner?
Tanner.
Mhm. Yeah, I would ask. How many treatments do I have left? I'm actually feeling much better now.
I believe you should be within the next few days. You should be fine. We'll do a bit of blood work and we'll see if you're clear. But everything that we've monitored over the course of the week has been promising.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much.
And Brill does look in your eyes. Are you sure you're feeling all right?
Can I do an insight
Sure.
to see if she's like noticing something that I'm not seeing?
Mm-hmm. You can't really tell, though.
Really?
The way that she said it, I mean, she's looking into your eyes. It more so just feels like concern than anything.
Yes, I'm sure I'll be fine. Thank you, though.
All right. Just be careful.
Of course.
Hey, any alcohol rub up here? No, disinfect my hands.
Oh, yeah, it's right on the table over there. And
Oh, lovely.
go ahead and roll a perception check. As you look at the individuals that were working on, or at least tending to Kaylin, you're not familiar with this red-haired female.
Whereabouts is the alcohol rub?
Right on the table over here.
Oh, okay.
But the long hair, though, she's familiar.
I'm just rubbing my hands, just kind of looking over, smiling. Good to see you got help. You kind of look familiar.
She gives a soft smile. Yes, we've met. It's...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. I'm Baril Tavati.
Kind of just like tap Nuke on the shoulder. You didn't tell me you guys were successful. Didn't know that we got her.
I look at Alpha and just look back. No. You fucking pulling my leg. Where is Baril?
Sure you... I am her.
Right, we're just gonna leave it at that, or
It's a bit much.
gonna
I
explain?
understand. Well, you're from Tenebris Station, are you not?
Yes, but we're not on Tenebris Station.
Yes, but you're aware of our technology, yes?
Oh shit! Well, we've got that on this ship.
Well, go ahead and roll a history check. You know that the reversal of age is something that is possible, and procedures to alter one's body is expensive, and it is usually reserved to elites, people with a lot of money, or people that are very tied to Tenebris Station. There are treatments that they can go through.
I kind of giggle. So we've got like what anti-aging machines on the ship, and we've got no brakes.
No, not necessarily. And turns to Tanner. Yeah, no, I had a few doses left for those that were actually already equipped with the machinery. Well, the implants. And well, Baril had didn't want to leave anything up to chance, so she asked if I had it. I said yes, and well, ta-da.
Oh shit! I've heard about this before, but I've never actually seen it. I mean, I've never known somebody personally, like before and after. Oh shit!
I apologize in advance. I kind of tap Nuke. Like, we should try that on Tarlin. See if it works. See if it goes back to how he was.
With that, she does kind of like lower her
Sorry.
head a little bit,
I'm sorry.
but she straightens herself out. It's not that simple. And, well, it would require a physical form to do it.
Yeah, I don't think he's that daft. So yeah, he'll kind of look between Nuke and Burrell, and you see it slowly come to the realization that Targon's gone. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
It's quite all right.
Yeah, it's quite all right. Fucking bulldozer.
I didn't know.
Oh. Well. Anyway, right. We gotta get to the bridge. We got some really important things to do. Thank you for the alcohol rubs. Actually, Tanner, I'm having a bit of an issue.
Yeah, what's going on?
All the
God.
the rationing, half rations, full rations, no rations. It's kind of done a bit of a number on my stomach. Have you got anything, to help me out?
To settle your stomach, yeah, I have a few things. And he walks over to one of the cabinets, and he pulls out a bottle, and he kicks out a couple tablets, putting it into a smaller vial. Just take one of these and you should be fine. Just take one a day. Don't take two. It would cause a bit of a problem. I wouldn't go over the recommended dose.
I mean, okay.
It should settle your stomach for a bit. Get you regular once again.
Love you. I mean, thank you. I take them.
If you don't mind, I would... if it's alright, I can accompany you to the bridge. As Burrell walks up.
Sure. More the merrier. Well, probably not too many, but let's go.
Alright. He turns back and looks at Kaylin. Can you manage? Do you need some assistance?
I think we'll be all right. I really am feeling much better now.
All right.
Alpha will kind of just stay close to him just in case, but he'll let him go on his own.
Okay. As you all make your way from the infirmary to the bridge, in that moment, we'll go ahead and return to the bridge. Katrina, you are sitting there, kind of maintaining the console, watching as all the engines return. You are focused on kind of changing the trajectory, but still not knowing the destination that you are attempting to crash land at. There's still a lot of uncertainty ahead of you. But eventually, they all return, and you are greeted by a very familiar face as well, along with your companions. Someone that you haven't seen in a very long time, or at least in this form, as Burrell walks in.
Kind of focused on the console. Look back. Look at the console. Quickly look back. It's like, I was not expecting to see.
Tanner had well, he had one dose left, so he offered it to me.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back. He walks over to Harlan. Harlan gives a nod. It is good to see you. It's good to see you as well. And he just kind of like lingers for a moment. Then Harlan, they kind of like go off and have just a small conversation. Yarva speaks up. Yes, so, touching reunions aside, what are we doing? Have we figured out where we're gonna go? Cause, well, kinda don't want to die right now.
I was told you needed me here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me jump in real quick. Something kind of came to light when I was out. I was in the engine room and don't. I was in the engine room and there was people there. They were talking about Alpha and Kalen. When Kalen collapsed, apparently kind of similar to what happened when Alpha and Vic merged, happened again. It's like his exact words were, maybe not his exact words, I'm paraphrasing. Like, shit, what did he say? Stars came out of him.
When the sky went all weird.
But they said that like stars and all came out of you.
I mean, there's a pulse from the engine. Then when I looked up, there were stars. Did that? They said it came from me.
Well, they said stars and shit came from you. Are you sure the pulse came from the engine?
Definitely, I think. I'm not.
Definitely, you think.
I'm not exactly mechanically inclined either, but
Or
Hang
linguistically.
on. Hang on one moment. Who said, we don't know where to land?
yeah. So, and I kind of just look past the bridge door and make sure the crew quarters door is still closed. So apparently there was no landing plan. So we could go like maybe outside of Pernios, but then we might crash into Pernios, or we might go somewhere else. We might crash into that city too. Or there was, he pauses and looks at Vic again. There was Oxburn. And you see him kind of like shudder slightly when saying it again. But I don't know if that's a good idea.
Probably colliding with the city would be a very bad idea.
Right, but surely there's somewhere we can go that's just an open field somewhere, right? Rather than Oxburn. And again, it's like a wave of shudder go through him.
Well, you still have
What-
to take into consideration that we have people that are here that wouldn't do well with surviving too far out of civilization.
Wait, there's others here. I thought. Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? I heard you
Yeah,
shouting
Sorry.
at the people in the crew
right. Yeah,
quarters.
sorry. My brain went. Yeah. Yeah, anyways.
I stick one of my tummy tablets inside Alpha. I don't want to repeat at the fucking soon
Oh,
apart.
God. Yeah. Oh, God. Wait, could you. Anyways.
No comment.
I digress.
Yeah. Right. Sorry. Right. Yeah, you're probably right. Is there nowhere that would be safe besides Shudder again, Oxbrin?
Well, we can take our chances over in Pernios, but again, any of the smaller towns, they wouldn't be equipped with handling an influx of individuals, some needing medical aid.
Right.
Ultimately, what are our options?
Pernios, Nezos, and Oxbron would be the 2 or the 3 that I would recommend. Though, if we are wanting to take a chance, I never really spent any time up in Talmarund. That's Elven Kingdom. They should have resources, but if a spaceship just crash-landed in their territory, I couldn't guarantee it. Nezos and Oxbron are the 2 places that I spent most of my time at.
Out of character, do we know where Medea went? Like, was taken?
Nothing was
No.
discovered.
Okay. Kaylin would say, right, I think if I had a vote, I would say to Pernios. Still have Credulo there, we've got allies. And he'd be most likely able to help and also assist in figuring out exactly what's going on.
Seems like a fair choice.
Could you land us there safely?
At this point, I think we'll just be happy to land.
Right.
Great.
I suppose just try and get us as close as you can. How many people do we have injured? How severely? How many people do we have that need medical assistance immediately?
Brill chimes in. There are still... I believe there's at least a dozen still in critical. We wouldn't be able to move them unless we have actual transport. Depending upon how close we are to Pernios. It might prove a little difficult.
Right, well, I suppose, Katrina, it's up to you to get us as close as possible without obviously damaging or hurting anyone in the city.
No pressure.
I'll do my best.
Like, I kind of
In the
just
meantime-
look back at. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna look back at Nuke again, but why? Why did you need me here? I don't know anything about flying a ship.
Oh, right. You need to get back in Vic now.
I don't. Kind of just look at Vic's body still standing there, still one arm outstretched
Yeah, still
towards
out. Mhm.
Katrina.
Okay, we need to try something. Okay, I need you to take the... What do you call it? Arm?
Sure.
Just try, like, poking him? I don't know. How do you get back in there?
I tried that earlier. He didn't seem to be responsive, really.
Maybe you need help mooshing in.
I look at Kaylin. Like, is it that easy? Not that
Do you
Kaylin.
know-
I don't think Kaylin would know, but like.
Yeah, can I do I need to do some sort of check to see if I would have any clue as to what the hell to do in this situation.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine.
You remember the last time that Alpha returned to Vic was when you were working on the insides of Vic's body. And that was one of the main things that you can recall, that the core itself had been exposed.
Well, I remember when they separated last time, it was when his core was exposed. Perhaps if we carefully open him up and expose the core again, you might find yourself drawn to it, or might find it easier to intuitively join back up with him. I can't say for certain.
I mean, it was fairly easy last time when I went back, but I was kind of need to get close enough to him. I kind of just, like you said, was drawn to it, but I kind of just like poke at his chest again. It's not happening the same way this time.
Galen's gonna go to open up Vic to expose the core.
Nuke is going to take
very
his hands
carefully.
down. Nuke had his palms up to Vic in a somewhat about to push manner, and he lowers his hands and steps away, whistling.
Yeah.
He's gonna push him over.
Excellent. So, you take a moment and you watch as each part of the frame kind of like opens up, revealing the core that is faintly glowing, still pulsing with that energy, and parts of that ichor that makes up Alpha on the outside coating it, kind of like pulsing from the cracks.
While this is happening, can I just sort of check if it looks the same as the last time I saw it? Like, is he, does it look like there's been damage done? Does it look less stable? Anything like that?
Go ahead and roll an investigation. Ooh.
I believe you have an advantage on investigation checks because of your thing.
No, I don't. Well, I am sleepy. I made a
Boo-boo.
mistake again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As you try to inspect the core, Alpha, you find yourself like drawn to it, thinking that, it's time to go back, or at least everybody is telling you that it's time to go back.
Right.
And you just
So
instinctually.
Yeah. I feel like Alpha, like, as Caitlin's trying to inspect it, he just like presses himself against Vic's body and just like starts like form around it instead of inside of it, and just blocks the investigation essentially.
Yeah. Eventually, parts of the body merge as your form hits the core. Do you let it take you willingly?
I suppose I would.
Do you go quietly into that gentle night?
I feel like what happens is like he's like spreading himself over Vic's body and whatnot. He's like, I think it's working. I think it's
Yeah, just pulls you in.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't resist.
No.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw as Vic, please.
As Vic, all right.
As Vic.
Regular or
Regular.
disadvantage? Okay.
Regular.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
That it floods immediately in, and this is the first time. The main thing you can recall is that the red tendrils that are streaking across,
Mm-hmm.
and the resounding echo of Oxbrun in your mind.
How does okay, that's more for me to answer actually, never mind. It's fine.
How would Vic feel about it?
Yeah.
How would Vic feel knowing that somebody at some point was talking about Oxboron?
So, as Vic comes to, the lights return to his eyes and whatnot, and for a moment they look normal until they start to like glow even brighter red and brighter red, more and more intensity. Before, can I tell the voice that was saying Oxbrin?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay.
You do recall that Harlan had brought it up.
Of course it was. So his eyes glow red, and do I want it? How? I'm gonna roll this for myself here and see what happens. Yeah, cat, cool, excellent. So the eyes glow red. His head turns to Harlan because the last thing he remembers is the tendrils reaching out. It was reaching out towards Zeals, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So his head just snaps towards Harlan, eyes still glowing, and I think he would rage
Okay.
because he doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And just to add on to it. What was that? It was a 4? Oh, excellent. Okay. So his eyes glow red and it snaps towards Harlan. His hammer extends, and at the very peak of it reaching like full extension, it vanishes, appears next to Harlan, and my weapon is now force damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically it's going to take a swing towards Harlan, not necessarily doing any damage, but I want the hammer to try to pin him as I walk towards him.
Can I step in front of this?
I will say. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, I was gonna ask if I'm fast enough to cast a spell in reaction.
I'll say both of you roll an insight check. Just to see if you perceive what is going on. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, you both start to see what's going on as the rage starts to increase within Vic. I will say you guys can try to hold him back. It'll be contested grapples.
I wasn't gonna grapple, but
Okay.
say what you're gonna do first, because you obviously killed it on the roll.
I'm just gonna step in front of the weapon. If I take a hit, I take a hit.
Oh, I was gonna cast Sanctuary on Harlan.
I will say
It's a bonus action, not a full action. That's the only reason why. Or I
I'll
guess
say
if I can
this.
do a reaction, I could do shield. No, that's only self. Never mind.
I will say in that I need all three of you to roll initiative,
Okay.
as
And
this
again-
is like a moment.
Again, to be clear, I'm not trying to do damage. I want the hammer to pin him. Is what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harlan will also put himself in. Oh yeah, so that will be the order. Katrina,
I'm getting in front
as
of the
you
weapon.
walk up. Okay, so go ahead and walk up.
Where is this all happening? I can't really.
Okay. And you're waiting to like get in the way of the hammer, like the grapple or
Whatever happens,
whatnot.
yeah.
Okay. Next up, Harland. He doesn't do anything. He just stands there watching. Kaylin, what would you be doing? Watching this play out as you see the hammer kind of manifest right next to both Katrina and Harland.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Harland.
Okay. So, the energy kind of flows around Harland, and finally, Vic,
Mm-hmm. I guess the word is created with an attack or a harmful spell. I mean, technically a grapple is an attack, or is it not?
Grapple is an attack, yes.
Okay, so let's do wisdom save. Okay, I think that fails, so I'd assume.
I believe so. What is your spell DC?
Yeah, 15.
Okay, yeah, you
Okay.
do fail, so you would have to. It does reroute to Katrina, if so.
Yep, it would reroute to Katrina then.
No, you don't.
Yellow.
It's either you pick a different target
Or do
Um,
nothing.
or
do
lose
nothing.
the attack.
Mm.
Yeah. So would you switch to Katrina?
Yep,
Okay.
I would.
All right.
damn it.
So
It's
go
fine.
ahead and wisdom saving throw one more time to see if you can.
Wait, what?
What?
When do you
See if
have
I
to? Do you have to
can?
wisdom save? Oh no, he doesn't have sanctuary. Never mind.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead and make your grapple.
Okay.
Contested your athletics versus Katrina's athletics or acrobatics.
I think I have. Do I have advantage because I'm raging? I think I do. Right?
On acrobatics checks, it's only
I
Oh,
strength
think
no,
you're
that's
checks.
fine.
strength and saving throws. So yeah,
If you roll a 1, maybe,
Oh,
but
God.
I think you're fine.
Athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think still looking at Harland, the hammer reroutes and his arm reaches out and grabs the hilt of it and presses it against Katrina, holding her essentially now, but he's still looking at Harland. He's like, "What do you want with Oxford?"
He puts his hands up. I was simply saying that we should go there.
Why?
Would be the best place to drop everyone off. I meant no harm by it. Simply put, we have a lot of, effectively, refugees. And Oxbron would be the best place for them to be.
Can I insight?
Go ahead.
Oh no.
You can't tell whether or not he's being honest or not. If there's
Can
any
I-
other
I-
meanings.
Kalen would definitely speak up at some point and say, Vic, what's wrong? What are you doing?
Mm. Hmm. No, not you. God damn it. Yeah, Cleo just like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I assure you I didn't mean any harm by it. As much as I find it important to be closer to Pernios,
we already agreed it was not the course of action.
He looks down at it at the end of his hammer. That's holding Katrina.
Kalen's gonna put his hand carefully and slowly on Vic's shoulder.
Mm.
and Baril backs up.
Looks back to Harland. Find it impossible to tell if you're telling the truth now. You're so long of shadowing what your intentions are.
I get that, I do. But I won't make any excuses. I understand that my inability to trust anyone, especially with what has been going on for what feels like centuries already. I was quick to mask some things, possibly in a way of protecting those that were not indoctrinated with everything that we've experienced over the course of the last few centuries. I should have trusted your ability to gauge the situation. It never came from a point of malice. I simply felt it was the best thing, and I do realize that it was incorrect.
My head kind of snaps back towards Kalen. You trust him?
Kalen takes a moment. He's not, like, obviously he doesn't want to say anything too quickly and potentially set Vic off or anything. And he looks at Harlan and then back at Vic.
He says again, do you trust him?
I do, Vic. He hasn't been forthright with us every single time, but I trust him when he says his intentions were pure. Please.
Without moving, the eyes dim down, and the hammer retracts back in. Before he looks back to Harlan again. Well, goes to Harlan first, then to Katrina. So where are we going then? Not to Oxburn.
Not ideal, it'll be risky, but we are not going there.
Gives a nod and steps back. Rage drops. Okay.
There's a sigh of relief when Kalen sees the rage drop. I do have a favor to ask you, though, Vic.
What do you need?
We don't have much time, and I've seen you had some sort of vehicle that you can create. I was wondering if I could take a look and see if I can use the design of it to come up with something in the cargo hold to take the injured to safety more quickly. They can't move on their own.
Even before you finish the sentence, he's detached the rod from his hip and extended it towards you. Still hasn't taken his eyes off of Harlan, but
If you'd like, you were very helpful last time. I could use your help again if you don't mind. You can do an insight check if you want.
I was
He's
gonna
trying
say,
to,
yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get you out of there to calm the situation down. But he's not lying.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm not even going to roll.
I would say just go ahead and roll
Yeah.
either persuasion or deception. I mean, you're trying to be persuasive, so go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasive, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Wow.
So
Nice.
What a waste of a
Interesting.
nat 20.
You do feel that,
yeah,
like he's compelling you, like he really does want your help, though you can't read that undertone of trying to diffuse the situation.
mm-hmm. Okay. You can see that the plating and whatnot just relax slightly. He looks back to you again, gives you a nod. Before looking back to Katrina. Action. I think as the plating relaxes, he takes a moment finally to look around the bridge and see what everyone else's, I guess, like expression is, or what their, how they're looking basically.
Nuke.
Well,
Nuke
How do
picked
you
the
feel?
wrong time to change his pants.
Round two.
Should have waited.
yeah, and when he got spare leather pants. Uh, well, Nuke is just that shit escalated quickly. So he's like, he was taken aback. That look of surprise on his face. I guess now seeing it subside or defuse, he's probably kind of looking over at Vic, kind of, or that general area, kind of, that awkward post drama look.
Mm-hmm.
So just it's definitely visible.
I guess seeing that he and the plating relaxing and whatnot, he's apologies for the outburst. He kind of looks out into the space and towards Zeals.
We're getting close. Can't let tempers get out of hand right now.
Where did I go? I saw stars, red,
Red.
all red, everything.
You said you were going. I think you said you were going to speak with someone, and then Alpha appeared, and the power went out. I don't think it was before something happened.
I have a question, Sleepy.
Mhm.
What I saw with the tendrils reaching towards Zeals, had I seen something like that before?
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Damn it.
No.
When you
No.
try to focus on recalling the memories, the feelings, that energy that flowed through the universe, you almost feel that part of you wants to run, separate, and it goes dim for a moment before you pull away. Kaylin, the sound of or hearing Vic talk about red, it brings back that memory again, that feeling, the energy.
That knocked me out earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think I wouldn't mention it right now because I don't really understand it at all.
Okay. Regardless, whatever it was, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Just get us somewhere safe. And he once again places his hand on. Well, I guess he'll walk over to Katrina first and reach a hand down to help her up.
I'll take it. Can't
Puts his
brush
hand
myself
on-
off.
Yeah, he puts his hand on her shoulder again, looks back out the window, right back to where he was from the beginning. And just bring us in safely. There's a brief moment, I feel like, when we're like, oh, here we go again, because he stops for a second to look out the window again.
Oh, shit.
But he'll drop his hand and gesture to Kaelin to lead the way.
All right, we leave.
Okay. As you take Vic away from the bridge, everything settles down. The people that are also working the machines kind of relax for the first time since the tension had started. With Zeals and Valoria fast approaching, we'll go ahead and take our break.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up from there in a moment.
All right.
All
right.
right.
So go ahead and make yourselves AFK. We'll take a 10-minute stand-up stretch, empty the bottles, fill up the bottles. I don't know what you're going to do. Change the pants.
Yeah.
Put on some underwear.
And we'll come back in a bit. So, we'll be right back. Oh boy, oh boy. As things pick up and Zeals coming closer, we'll go ahead and pick up there in about 10 minutes. So stand up, stretch, do your thing. Thank you guys for being here. For everybody that is here, I really do appreciate it. If you want to catch any of the previous sessions, you can always check that out on my YouTube, youtube.com/@NamSleepy, or exclamation socials in the chat. Do consider following everybody here on Twitch. They're fantastic, lovely people. Yeah, and I mean we're getting closer. We're getting closer. This came from the power dropping in real life. I know, right? It just happened that way. But you know what? We take it in stride, right? So much for knowing what you guys were gonna do and where we're gonna go. Truly amazing. I was like, I think I know what's gonna happen. No, I don't. Either way, it's fine. It is what it is, right? Shit happened. Oh man, I didn't expect the power to go out. That was kind of that was unexpected. I gotta make sure that everything that my computer runs on is on the same power line, or things die real quick. Because my computer stayed up, right? But using the AC in this room gets a little rough. So I need to figure that out. I don't know. Yeah, I have to use it in some cases because it gets really warm in here. It's not too bad right now. The AC is actually working and I don't have to close the door. I did fix a lot of my sound on my end, so it's better now. But not perfect. So, there's that. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Let's just see what happens from what I can tell, we are about to crash land in or around the Pernios area, the very north of the continent of Regnum. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. It's something different. So we'll see. Oh boy. Give me 1 second. I need to drink some water. My problem is gonna be getting everything back to the normal. I gotta merge both the first half and the second half together. So hopefully that's okay, because my goodness. I can't believe the power went out. That was so goofy. Also, for those that haven't already, sessions are rolling. We do the next community session is full. The next month of sessions will be posted soon, very soon. The 20th is the next one. So if you did not get into any of the sessions, I will be posting them one at a time going forward, as I am trying to branch out. I've been advertising elsewhere. I think there might be an actual like redeemed session. For the most part, I want to bring as many people into the community as possible. So opening it up to the community, or just like multiple communities, trying to get as many people into the Discord, has been a big, I mean, it's a big part of it. May I join the 20th? The 20th currently is full. Unfortunately, it is 5 stack right now. So that one is currently pretty stacked. Yeah. There will be more. There will be more days posted soon. And I am going to try to get a few more days to add to the list. It's a little difficult since I haven't been streaming much lately. But hopefully, if we start getting a little bit more of the stream goals going, if I start streaming more, I might be adding more sessions to the list. I would love to run D&D every day all the time, but it's like a balance. I am having such a bad time balancing kind of my projects, streaming, D&D, and then real life stuff. It's not very easy. I just wish if I was rich, like stupid rich, and I didn't have to worry about anything, I would just play D&D all the time, you know? That would be the dream. That is my dream. If I can get rich enough where I can just play D&D all the time, that'd be great. That is the true goal. The ultimate goal in my life is to be able to just constantly be playing D&D. And related but kind of, I might have a chance to play Curse of Strahd. Maybe. It's not confirmed. I'm not like, it's not guaranteed. So my fingers are crossed for sure. I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't, though. But there was a chance. Yeah, me too. I've done well to avoid it for years. Never reading the book, so yeah. I've never played it. I've always wanted to play Curse of Strahd, and I've always wanted to be a player first before I go and DM it myself. Campaigns to play, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we'll see. I think I'll give myself 1 year before, if I can't find a campaign, if I can't find somebody running the module that wants me as a player for Curse of Strahd in 1 year, I'll just DM it myself. As much as I don't want to, I definitely will run it myself, if so. 'Cause, damn. How many years can I truly avoid Curse of Strahd content? You know? I'm doing pretty good, though I do know some spoilers. There's only so long you could do it before it just kind of like, all right, I just gotta rip the band-aid and DM myself. You don't get that came out in 2016. Yeah, I mean, it's been years. You've got good restraint. Yeah, I do. I'm pretty good at avoiding content that I want to enjoy. Like, there are shows that I avoid spoilers for. Same thing with games. Like, I won't, like, game happen for... Oh, my goodness. Yes. To read the book. Yeah. I want to, but I want to play first. I genuinely want to play it first. You'll run it for me? No way. I'm so down. I'm genuinely down. I'm ready to go. Yo, hear me out. What if Friday... No, I can't say that. I got 1 year anyways. I can't pimp out your Friday game for my selfish desires to play Curse of Strahd. Whenever you decide to run Curse of Strahd, I will be a humble servant at the table, 100%. I have a character ready and everything. I'm ready. I am good to go. Super ready. Might need a few peeps, yeah. Well, you have me. You can already count me as +1. 100%. Of the pre-written, yeah. Unless you're looking at... Unless you go and read some of the adventure paths for Pathfinder, oh my goodness. That want to join, yeah, you could fill up a Curse of Strahd table real fast. Super fast. Is it... Alright, check it out. I'm about to, like, blow your guys' mind. I have never played in a single adventure module. Ever. I've never done it. I've never played one. I've never run. I am 100% an adventure module virgin. Not a single game has been played. Isn't that normal? Is it? I feel maybe. But here's the thing. I've been playing D&D for like 20 years. So I never got around to it. That only played modules, yeah. I don't know if it's the norm. Because I've been playing for so long, that's the thing. And I've never come into a group where they were playing a module, so I never had a chance. From the box set, yeah. I think it's good. I think modules are great. When you don't have to... I love homebrewing a world, but... writing my own stories, but... I get the allure. Three modules? Oh my goodness. And you're running yours too. Unless you're counting yours as one of the three. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I don't know. I am definitely going to be running some modules in the future, for sure. Which is a beginner one. Yeah, it's fine. I never ran modules because in my early D&D career, it was all... I was 100% like a dungeon crawler. It wasn't until 5th edition that I started getting into, like, role-playing. Level 4 and Descend into Avernus, yeah. That's exciting. But one day. Either way, I think that is enough time. I hope everybody got their snacks, went to the restroom, did all their things, and we'll go ahead and bug these people. Hello?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Are we ready? Is everybody back?
I believe so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
is that new?
nuke.
Oh, no.
Oh, nuke. Oh.
Oh,
He's still
Oh.
changing his pants.
there it is.
I was typing in chat.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Wow. I'm getting feedback as well. Let me mute. Shit. There we go.
All right. So, if we're all back and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just trying to adjust some things on my side. Right. You're still AFK, Nuke. On the screen.
My
But it's
bad.
okay. It doesn't matter. As time goes on, and there are people now getting anxious as the planets get closer, filling more and more of the sky. You see the various cities, clusters of civilization glowing. There are people on the ship. They're pacing, they're moving. People are excited, some are nervous, they're scared. This is something outside of their element. For some of you here, this is just another Tuesday. Nuke, as you look out over the planets, what is your first feeling?
So how close are we to it? Like
You
in
have
terms of visuals.
an
of the
ETA.
planet.
I mean, you're T minus like 4 hours.
So in terms of visuals, like of the planet itself, what can I make out? Is it still just a sphere in the distance, or
Go ahead and roll a perception, because you do see, as there are the 2 planets that are in vision from. If you're 4 hours away from like actual like in there, you can see you can see like landmarks. You can see mountains, clouds, cities that are like condensed civilizations where the lights can be seen on the surface of the 2 planets. You see the
Going
2
off-
moons that are
sorry.
like hanging in the sky.
yeah? Going off, the only reference really that he's got is books, the pictures. I don't know if cameras exist, so these could be what, drawn pictures. Okay. I think it would be. He just can't shake that feeling of inevitable something just getting in the way. Like, I think the closer he's getting, the more anxious he's getting. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that he was quite anxious about it, and then something happened to the ship. So that's really not helping things. It's a toss-up between excitement and anxiousness, which then I think it starts to come into his mind the other reason that he's here, in pursuit of Lord Clegane, who he hasn't seen in a little while. To be honest, I think nothing beyond that. It's still, you know, you can't really accept that he's here until his feet are firmly planted on the ground.
You can't help but to recall the video that had been uncovered from that link that you were sent by Archon, watching their forum posts calling for zealots, calling for their army, and seeing them stand next to the podium as you watch as the individuals stand flanking Talis Rosin, the one that was sitting at the microphone talking amongst the crowd. Rolef, Clegane, being among the few that stood, the donors to this endeavor, knowing that he's closer. And by a turn of fate, you had been drawn to a crowd or a group that puts you in direct line of sight with the one that has caused you so much pain, so much torment through your life. This is the first time that it ever felt real.
Yeah, and I think with everything that's been happening in the last 2 days, or week actually, surprisingly, the strong feelings he's got towards Clegane. Clegane never really entered his mind. There's been so much going on here, from the panic to get off the ship to the panic on the ship. So yeah, I think he's now starting to ponder, think about that a bit more as he's mere hours away.
Okay. Vic and Kaylin, as the day goes on and your destination fast approaching, what are you both doing? First, how are you both feeling? We'll start with Vic. How do you feel?
I mean, there's definitely an aspect of like nervousness and anticipation in being back in a place that he remembers, that he recognizes, rather than out in space here. But also the same, or that I guess that he should recognize, because none of this seems familiar. But there's still the fact that everything on Zeals, all the memories he has, there are still very blurry and out of focus, and he's not sure why still. So it's a combination of relief that is going somewhere that he knows, but is very anxious about like what he's gonna find when he gets there.
In the hours that you had spent kind of toiling away with Kaylin, working on the projects, Oxborough never leaves your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not the choice has already been made and Pernios is the destination, it still lingers. Seems unfinished.
Yeah.
You don't know why. And there's part of you that draws you in that direction. The same goes for Pernios.
Yeah.
Kaylin, how are you feeling in this moment?
I mean, I feel like there's a whole rush of things going on because it's going home. It's, where's Medea? Like, are we gonna find her? How are we gonna get these injured people to safety? A whole mix of those. It's like, I think the only thing that's missing is any sense of relief, because nothing's been solved. And I think he questions, like, even though Zeals is home, it's where he comes from, it doesn't really matter because he didn't. The only thing tying him to the place was people. So I'd say like conflicted. Mostly like anxious about what he's got to do next.
Medea's never left your mind. And knowing that even when you touch down, even though you have your destination in mind, doesn't matter. You don't feel any closer to resolution. You might as well be back on Tenebrae Station. But you kind of shrug it off as the immediate is in front of you. But it still nags at you. The unknowing. Hoping for the better, but having no clue where to start. Katrina, how do you feel in this moment? Being surrounded by all the allies, or at least a big portion of the allies, as eventually Archon also heads into the bridge as well. Seeing that the motley crew that made up the original Convergence research team is here with you.
I think I'm still not quite believing that it's happening. Least of all expecting Archon to have been here.
Yeah.
Just still wrapping my brain around.
It's a blast from the past. You've been doing your own thing for some time. It is way different in comparison to when you were a child, growing up. For the most part, even being raised by these people.
Mm-hmm.
Finding yourself going through the motions, returning to the very place that it all started. Home. But time goes on, and your destination fast approach. So I ask, Pernios is the destination, correct?
I think so.
Okay. I need you to go ahead and roll me a D100 first, high or low.
Hi.
Go ahead and roll it.
Hey.
And high it is. Trajectory is already set. You hear as Yarva yells out, I think we got all the calculations right. Everybody get ready. Are we gonna... Oh boy, all right. We're on course. Harland is kind of bracing for impact. Or at least getting ready, as you are still a distance out.
I'm trying to hide my unease. It's not working well.
There is a noticeable tension, especially here on the bridge. I ask, would you inform the rest of the crew and passengers along the Panic Mobile 9000?
I think I would let them know. Like, all right, we're coming in. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride, but Everybody hang on.
Okay. And most make it to tie down spots, places where through the crew quarters there are areas along the wall that have seats, and they are stacked too high, long rows. Plenty of places and common areas that are places of tie down. They make sure that, especially in ships like this, that they don't want people flying around. Most people in the infirmary have been strapped to their beds, making sure that they do not jolt around, their injuries stabilized. It's tense. I need you to high or low, then roll.
I think we're going low. Oh no!
Low. Okay. Give me 1 second.
It's fine.
I think Vic also just, assuming that him and Kalen are still in the same room, they'll just give it, I guess, feeling the I guess, descent of the ship and whatnot. We'll look over it, and hearing the announcement, I guess, look over at Kalen and just give him a slight nod. Much less animated than he usually is, but yeah, just a slight nod that of acknowledgement that we're almost there.
Mm-hmm. And in your time, your time spent making some kind of sled, you managed to retrofit it slightly, and you get a sense that with what you've made, you can shuttle at most 3 people comfortably, aside from the ones that are piloting the cycle. But
Okay.
time comes in, and it's time to get ready. You can work up to the point, but things get a little more, it gets a little shaky after a while. You can feel as now the ship itself is being pulled. You can feel the gravity working against it, and engines now thrusting, trying to maintain stability. Are you trying to... How close are you trying to put down the ship to Pernios?
Probably a couple miles out if possible, but I don't want to get too close either.
With Harlan being there and knowing just the rotational, like their orbit, it's awkward. It's very unbalanced between the two planets. It gets a little bit difficult. And the computers themselves do a lot of calculating themselves, but without exact numbers. It's hard. And this ship has never been in this direction, so a lot of it had to... There was a lot of estimations that had to be done. And you find, as you're watching, you can see on the HUD in front, you can see that there is like the trajectory slightly shifted, as it was not compensated by the pull, the gravitational force of the planet. And you're a bit off course. I need you to go ahead and roll sleight of hand, as you are now taking manual controls over. You can feel as the ship itself shaking. You maintain the pull. You're not the pitch of the ship itself. You're still maintaining it, but you're being pulled off course. Things can get dangerous. High or low? D100.
Can we
Low.
tell from where we are that something is going wrong?
She's not hiding it well on her face.
Well, right, but Vic
Well, we're in
and
the cargo
Kayla, I don't
hold.
believe are. Yeah, we're not on the bridge.
Yeah, fair enough.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Given
Twinsies.
given that you've never been on a ship during re-entry, it's difficult to tell if this is supposed to happen or not. From the angle that you can see out of the portholes in the cargo hold, you don't get a full visual. There's no instruments to tell what's going on, but it is getting a little violent. It's aggressive.
Kind of just look over at Kellen again. It's a little bumpier than I thought it would be.
Me too. Let's strap this down and make sure it doesn't get damaged, and then I suppose let's brace ourselves.
Right. I'll help him strap it with whatever's here in the cargo hold and sit
There's
myself
gotta
up
be
into
tie
a
straps
corner.
and stuff.
Yeah. And dozens of tie-down points throughout the cargo hold. Simple. You do spend the next 10 minutes strapping everything down, making sure that it is taut enough that it will not jolt around. Katrina, high or low?
Low.
As you are T minus
Fuck.
3
Oh,
hours
no.
away.
Because he had a bad day.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check, please.
Alright.
Swear to
This is
God, if you
fine.
kill the party just by bad driving.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Fortunately, you feel as you're trying to hesitate, you're pulling back and trying not to kick in the atmospheric thrusters. You don't want to use the fuel to slow yourself down on descent into the planet. It's sketchy, but you manage to stabilize, and there is no roll. You straighten back out. You're still off course. Given the same trajectory now, you look like you would be a few days out from Pernios. Go ahead and high or low.
Eventually it'll go low, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
So low.
Statistically, it has to.
Low.
Hey, there's that low.
she's got this right. She knows how to fly this thing. As I'm like gripping whatever's around me.
T minus 2
Galen also
hours.
grips tighter, says nothing.
T minus 2 hours, and you can feel it. You can hear the sound of the ship pushing through atmosphere. Temperature, the glow is starting to happen. You adjust, and that positioning starts to reposition closer. You get a sense that any more corrections needed to happen, and you start to risk hull integrity. Go ahead and give me another high or low.
Hi.
High it is. And
Fuck.
high it is not. You're almost there, breaching. You are now at the mercy of the planet. Zeus is pulling you down. There is no orbit. You're not fighting against anything. And if you wanted to change your landing spots, you cannot any longer. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I look over at Harland. It's probably gonna be one of the rougher landings.
You are holding course. You don't think that you're a few miles out. You get a sense that you might be a day's travel outside of Pernios. And that can prove difficult. I need you to roll me one more high or low.
I'm going to roll high.
High it is.
Barely.
And high
Technically.
it is barely. Go ahead and roll me. Start with a sleight of hand check.
Oh no. I sneezed.
In the tension, you do hear as there are like pressure sounds. There's beeping, whirring. Toot, 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 toot. You hear Yarva dealing with some of the key clacks, watching one of the consoles. Harlan, at this point, as he is a navigator, he's mainly watching some of the gauges, everything, all of the pressure sensors, monitoring that. He has nothing to navigate anymore. It's hoping that you can land this properly. I need you to roll me a 1d20.
Anything added to it?
Just a 1d20.
Okay, here we go. No.
As you wait, the thrusters, you are getting closer. The ground, even just the glow on the windshield of the ship, glowing that vibrant red, getting brighter and brighter. Hull integrity, you can watch it as it is ticking down. You can see as parts of it in the front itself just melting away, or at least melting with itself. Some of the rivets now kind of solidifying. It's rough, it's dangerous, and you're still holding on to. You gotta wait for that descent to actually land. This is not gonna be a soft landing. There was never a chance of a soft landing. But it is definitely made worse by the elements. As the desert comes closer, I need you to go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay. This is fine.
Oh,
Hey
no.
guys! How do you like your landings?
Sandy.
It's gonna be a
Oh.
bit
TPK.
TVK. TVK.
You play Curse of Strahd then, I guess.
Curse of
Oh,
Strahd,
shit.
everybody.
Let's go.
You were too soon on kicking on the atmospheric thrusters. You thought it was at the right time, but you got nervous. As the fuel itself kicks off, your descent being now only the thrusters that are mainly used in zero gravity. It's not doing much. You are coming in hard.
Can I look over at the others on the deck there? It's like, oh, hold on. Click on the comms. Everybody, hold on.
Look over at Kaylin. I thought she knew how to fly this thing. As there's now like dents in the walls of whatever I'm coming up to.
Yeah, and you can see it now. The desert coming in close. Katrina, I need you to one more time, high
Oh, no.
or low.
Let's go low. Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah.
Low it is. As you change the angle of approach just slightly. How hard can desert be, right? The dunes should soak up some impact. Maybe.
Says before TPK.
Hopefully.
Uncanny dodge, uncanny dodge, uncanny dodge.
As you all brace for impact, the
Danger
land
sense.
getting closer and closer, you see as those that are in the bridge right now, there is a vast wall of sand heading in your direction.
Oh, shit.
It's rough. I need every single one of you to roll a D100.
Oh. Do we have to
Or did
say
we
call it
anything?
roll it or anything?
No, just a D100.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you though, it's going to be 48.
Oh, no.
Or 4.
Well,
Oh, my God. Look at all these
God.
low
What is
numbers.
There was
Nice.
148 in there. That's
And you
pretty
got
good.
48.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's
hell.
kind
That's
of
a 484.
And a 48, yeah.
it's
A
kind
four-
of
shit.
a 4D8, right?
That's kind of
Kaylin
dope.
4, Katrina
the
8, and a
hell?
48. That's kind of weird.
What are the odds?
Oh, damn, yeah.
What are the stock numbers for the next 6 months?
Oh man.
Wow.
You brace for impact, and the ground comes quick. Though, you think you got it. As the ground impacts, You hear the scrape. Everybody, you can hear everybody holding on. Oh boy, oh boy. I need everybody here. You jolt forward as everybody takes 12 points of force damage, being thrust. The harness is getting pushed down into your chest, knocking the wind out of you. You feel as the ship itself kind of turns on its side and becomes upside down, screeching through the sands, getting buried more so. I need Katrina, high or low?
Hi.
High.
Hey.
There is one.
Redeeming.
Vic, high or low?
I'm going high as well.
High it is.
Yep.
And high it is. Nuke, high or low?
Low.
Low. And low it is.
Oh, yes.
Halen, high
No
or
pressure.
low?
No pressure. We've already got 2 highs and 1 low. I'll go low. God damn it.
No.
You screech, and it feels as though you have pushed through this desert, the dunes, for miles. Eventually, it comes to a halt. All power goes off. The ship goes dark. You are upside down, dangling. You can hear just the creaking, the crackling around you. You hear little specks hitting the outside of the hull. But everything screeches to a halt. You look around, and there are people that are injured from the impact. In the bridge, Harlan does... is everyone all right?
Pops shoulder back into place. Yep.
Archon hears, I'm fine, I guess. Yarva just kind of... Oh, shit. You do hear as Harlan latches himself. You hear him hit the ground. I'm going to make him go ahead. First of all, let's go ahead and have him dexterity saving throw. He does right himself and he lands on his feet. You do hear, oh shit! As he climbs. Now he is on the ceiling as he's looking up at everyone. I'm gonna check on the rest. We'll start in the bridge. What are all of you doing?
I guess Nuke is probably still hanging out of his the strap. I mean, considering I'm quite small. So yeah, the ship is upside down, and I don't know how far am I off the ground.
From the top, it is a 10-foot drop.
I need help. Anybody?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get you. And Yarva goes ahead and unstraps himself. Fortunately for him, he also lands. Stands under you. It's like, I got you. Go ahead, drop.
Incoming. I let go.
Yeah. Are you just gonna let it go, or are you gonna?
I'm letting go,
dexterity
and,
save?
I'm letting go, and my 2 legs are. I'm just falling down butt first.
Okay, you're gonna leave Yarva up to it.
Yeah, my hero.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As
Wait! Before you say this,
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
Yes.
Has enough time passed for the tablets to settle my stomach?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Okay. Right.
You feel it gurgling a little bit, but you're okay. You're okay.
Right, fine.
Thank
Falling.
God.
As
Poor Yarva.
as you drop, he not used to this gravity. kind of lets it slip through, and you slam into the ground, only taking 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh shit! Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to. The sun was in my eyes.
You're dead to me.
All right. You do see as Archon kind of cuts his. Though you do see as he does that, you see him kind of like blink out for a moment and then land upright. Katrina,
Hi.
what are you doing? As you are upside down on the bridge.
Yeah, I'm getting out of that. Let's see. Is there any way I can grab onto or get my foot to touch like a wall or something?
From where you are in the chair that you were in, there is no wall around you. There's the console in front of you, and then the chair.
Oh, can I can touch the console though.
You can.
Okay, I might get out of here. Use that.
All right, yeah. Easily, you unhook yourself and you spider climb down, attaching yourself and then righting yourself once you get to the now floor. You do hear a softer voice. I need a little bit of help over here if someone's willing to help me out.
I
Please.
gotcha. I'll climb back up.
Yarva anyway.
My bad, all right? I didn't mean to. It was an accident. But I will say, with your spider climb, you do manage to help Beryl right herself. In the cargo. As you are now strapped down, the cargo area is wide and tall. You are 20 feet upside down from the ground, or the ceiling.
What was the D100 that I failed?
We'll find out.
God damn it. Well, Kaylin can fly, so you should be fine.
Okay. So you're gonna cast.
You-
you're gonna,
I don't like how you said that. I don't like how you said that.
Okay. So you
All
so
right, yeah, sure,
so you
yeah,
can
sure,
fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You think you can? Yeah.
So you do right yourself, and you can fly. It's a little awkward. I need you to go ahead and still make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can like swoop out of it.
That's fair. Oof. That's not fair. I don't like it.
A little disoriented. You still, unfortunately, hit the ground just at the time. Though, it's not as bad. Go ahead and half that. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of like slow yourself just in the nick of time, but you do take 4 points. Vic, however,
Yeah.
cannot fly.
No. So Vic is like strapped. He went to the corner on purpose. This is like, this is the most stable part it's gonna be. And
Clever.
so now he's like just up in the corner, looking down at Kaylin on the ground now. I'm like, just move out of the way, out of the way. And what I want to do is like essentially superhero landing. That's what I'm going for. Like release myself and like go down on like all fours into a roll if I can to try to minimize the damage.
Okay.
Now, Bam wants to fail
Parkour.
this
Okay.
for
Go.
flavor reasons.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try it.
Yeah. Go ahead and dexterity saving throw, please.
Let's
Oh,
go.
excellent.
Excellent. So he's like, move, get out of the way. So I'll take that.
You'll take
Is it
8
full 8 damage?
full 8.
Okay. That's fine. Whoops, not 49.
Clang.
There we go. So I think he lands, and because of like the shift in like falling and rolling and the placement of the ship and whatnot, he misjudges where Kalen is, where he moved to. So as he lands and tries to roll like away from him, he rolls straight into him. Unless you had something else planned for the failed D100.
No, you're good.
Okay. So he rolls straight into him, practically like kicking him in the chest on the way through.
Ooh.
So I think.
Kalen, go ahead and Constitution saving throw. All right. You get the wind knocked out of you, but rather than being stunned, you kind of cough and gasp for that moment, being able to right yourself. But you're still like trying to get the air back in your lungs.
I thought you were out of the way. Apologies. You were right. Caleb? I just kind of walk over and like reach a hand down to him I assume he fell over.
Oh yeah.
I was
help
probably
him back up.
already on the ground.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Because it's not like I stuck the landing.
Yeah. I reach a hand out to try to help him back up.
I mean, like the way I see it, you landed on me, and if I'm not
fair.
mistaken, you're heavy.
Yeah.
I would be, yeah.
How heavy are you?
I mean, technically, as Vic, I'm not that heavy.
How heavy?
I don't think I have that written down anywhere actually on this one.
His weight is yes.
I don't know how heavy it would be. Like fairly fucking heavy.
I would say like at
Yeah,
least 400, 500,
Yeah.
almost
Okay,
500.
because Kalen is like 110. Is
Right.
what I have written down.
Yeah.
So it's gonna hurt a lot.
There is some impact there for sure.
Oh. So this is what I have written down on D&D Beyond apparently.
Oh.
But I don't think that can be right.
Yeah, no. That was we were being realistic with Alpha.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kalen dies.
He's dead.
Ripperoni and cheese.
No. But eventually you all right yourself, and you do see as there are a couple people also in the cargo hold trying to release themselves, and you see a couple people smack their faces into the ground.
If I see anyone trying to make the same fall that I did, I'll try to catch them.
Okay. So you spend your time trying to help the rest out.
Yeah.
All right. But
I'm spending my time trying to catch my breath. I just recovered from this sickness.
No.
Well, like mostly recovered. So thanks, friend.
nice.
Sorry.
So you have all made it. You are on Zeals. For the most part, you do hear in the distance people screaming out. There are people injured.
Mhm.
Not everyone made out of this unscathed. You hear him
I'll
call
kind
for
of-
medic.
Yeah. I'll kind of gesture to where I'm hearing the voices come from, and I'll try to Kalen, go see what they need. I'll check on the bridge.
Kalen nods breathlessly and then sort of begins to move as quickly as one can towards wherever they called for medic. He does have 3 spell slots left with cure wounds, and he also has spare the dying as a cantrip, so
Okay.
Mhm.
should be fairly useful.
And you're gonna need all of it.
Actually, rather than gesture, I'll put my hand on his shoulder before I go. And I'll use the new thing that I have. Where'd it go? I had it. There it is. I will use Bolstering Magic on Kalen
Ooh.
so that he can regain that spell slot of Sanctuary that he used.
Okay.
I think that's the one that he
That's
used, right?
good.
Yeah.
Yep, and it is the same spell slot as Cure Wounds.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Roll a d3.
It's a first level spell.
Oh, yeah, equal or lower. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So,
Cool.
Kaylin, I need you to roll me a d20.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
I don't even know what that was for.
You run into the crew quarters as you see Harland helping people down. In this case, a 20 was bad, as you see, as there are more than a dozen people injured severely.
Oof.
Shit.
You see
The
as
one
he
time.
tends to... I know.
That's so cruel.
It is cruel.
Isn't it sad? But unfortunately, you do see as Harlan starts to help the ones that are immediately injured, almost unconscious, blood running from their foreheads, their bodies mangled. He pulls them down.
Is this something I might be able to help out with?
If you would like to. If there's anything
Yeah.
you would like to.
I have 15 points in my lay on hands pool, and I can use it to stabilize 15 of them.
Okay.
Just one boop 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 going around. It won't be great, but they won't be dying.
Okay.
I would say if anyone's actually dying, I can just use Spare the Dying because it's a cantrip. I can use it ad infinitum.
I will need you to roll me one more d20.
Me?
Yep.
Oh no.
Is high good or low this time?
Unfortunately, as you walk in, the carnage is a little bit more devastating than you thought. As out of the 20 that you can see that were injured, 14 lay motionless.
Oof.
Jesus. DM is sparing no dying.
Mm.
All right, well, I guess I will rush to them as fast as I can. Like each of the ones that are motionless. Just closest and then move on from there. But yeah, I guess if you want to use lay on hands to help them, that would probably be good because I probably won't be fast enough to save everyone in time.
That'll give us a bit of wiggle room.
As you make your way to the ones motionless, those ones that are severely injured, out of the 20, the 14 are not breathing. But
Does Spare the Dying help them when I
Spare the
use it?
Dying does not help those that have already perished.
Fuck.
The impact was too great for some that were not capable of hitting or protecting themselves from the impact. You do hear lots of crying out, injured once again. This was a bad spot, and, well, things could have been worse. You were hoping for the best. And unfortunately, casualties have been had. It takes a moment. The crew quarters the infirmary, everything quiets down. But now you can hear it. The gusts of winds that make up the desert around Pernios. You have more injured. Way more than you could move with your machine, which is now upside down and has yet to be lowered. And a long trek to Pernios is ahead. But you made it. We'll go ahead and end right there.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Fucking those rolls. What the
They're
hell?
abysmal.
Where did you go to flight school?
Next question.
So pick it up there next week.
I mean,
As-
the good news with that 14 out of the 20. I mean, I know 14 people died, but it's only 4 more injured that we have to look after, right? I mean, it could have been 20 more.
Well,
6.
it depends if there was overlap. How many of the people that were already injured
The
were
20,
those 14 that died?
the 20 are the criticals.
Oh.
There are dozens more that have like minor contusions up to like broken ribs.
Fuck.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry, we just have sand.
but
Wow.
congratulations, you guys made it to Zeals.
Oh
But,
boy.
I mean, this
Lost.
could be like Lost, either. You know, the TV show Lost. You know, maybe we're dead now. We just don't know.
You just don't know.
Oh wait,
yeah.
if it's just like Lost, does that mean the engines can run without fuel?
Oh god.
Suddenly we wake up and we're running Curse of Strahd.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
We'll see.
That
what
was
happens next
that was
time.
interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you
That was a
guys
good
for
time.
joining.
Great
thank you,
session.
Sleepy.
Yep, and we
Yeah.
will be back next week.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Hey,
guys.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care,
Well,
everybody.
most of
Appreciate
us, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll
Bye.
figure out what you're gonna do on the side. I'll bug you later.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right.
Speak soon, guys. Thanks
Yeah,
everyone.
bye.
Bye bye.
Oh my goodness, what a trek into back to Zeals, my goodness. With the choices that they had made, they are outside of Pernios. Not too close, but moving the injured to a place that they may or may not be welcomed. We'll figure it out next time. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you hear and you haven't already, please do consider following me here on Twitch, !socials. If you want to follow me everywhere else, on Twitter, on YouTube, on all of those things, come join my Discord. We got some new content coming up soon. I run D&D community sessions for everybody. If you would want to find out how to do that, you can also join the Discord. You can find all the information there. But this has been fantastic. You've been wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, have a good night, have a great day, have a great evening, wherever you are from. Just have a good one, okay? And we will be right back next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.